Hey there, if you're living or working in Mexico, you've probably asked yourself, how can I make my money go further? Well, today we're going to cut right through all the confusion. We'll show you how to seriously boost your savings, invest using some really smart tax strategies, and understand the financial safety nets that are there for you. Let's dive right in. So, let me ask you this. Is your money working as hard as you do? It's a really important question because if your cash is just sitting in a regular old bank account, it's not just doing nothing. It's actually losing value to inflation every single day. So, we're going to show you how to put that money to work so it can grow for you. All right, let's start with the absolute foundation, your savings. The whole goal here is to get your money out of a place where it's just parked and move it to a place where it's actively earning for you 24/7. I mean, just take a look at the options here. The explosion of financial technology, fintech, in Mexico has made things super competitive. And that is fantastic news for us, for anyone with savings. Let's dig into some of the best rates you can get your hands on right now. Okay, this table breaks it down nicely. You can see how the fintechs like Revolut and Ulala are offering this really tempting 15% rate with instant access, though you got to pay attention to the conditions. And then you have Covalto leading the pack, but that one requires a one-year commitment. The main point here is you have some seriously powerful options that go way beyond your traditional bank. They're absolutely worth checking out. Let's just let that number sink in for a second. 15.5% annual return. I mean, wow. This is the kind of rate that can make a massive difference in reaching your savings goals, turning that cash that's just sitting there into a really productive asset. Okay, so now that your savings are pulling their own weight, let's talk about the next level, real growth. In Mexico, investing smartly isn't just about picking winners. It's also about knowing how to use the tax code to your advantage. Think of this as your guide to 4 powerful investment tools that come with some special tax perks from the SAT, which is Mexico's tax authority. Getting a handle on these can seriously speed up your wealth building journey. So let's break them down one by one. First up, we have Sofi POS. You can kind of think of these as high-yield savings accounts, but with a huge perk. As long as you keep your balance under the limit you see here, all the interest you earn is completely 100% tax-free. It's like getting a bonus on your bonus. Next up, stocks. Now, the market can seem pretty complex, right? But the tax rules in Mexico for investors are actually surprisingly simple. Any profit you make from selling stocks gets taxed at a flat rate of just 10%. To put that into perspective for you, that is often way, way lower than what you'd pay on your normal income. Ever liked the idea of getting into real estate, but, without the hassle of actually being a landlord? Fibras are for you. They're basically like mutual funds, but for big properties, letting you invest in major projects. And here's the best part. Any profit you make when you sell your shares is totally tax-free. That is a massive advantage. And finally, we've got the PPR, or Personal Retirement Plan. This thing is the ultimate tax-saving machine. Why? Because you get a tax break on your income when you put money in, and then all the growth your investment makes over the years is tax-free when you take it out. It's a total win-win for your long-term financial future. Okay, so building wealth is one side of the coin, but protecting it is the other. Now let's talk about a crucial safety net in Mexico's financial system, your Afore, and how it can help you out if you ever find yourself unemployed. It's a tough question, one nobody really wants to think about, but being prepared makes all the difference. The good news is, Mexico has a system in place to help you through those tough times, and it's tied directly to your AFORE retirement fund. So there are 2 main rules to get access to this help. First, you have to have been unemployed for at least 46 days. And second, you can only use this benefit once every 5 years. These rules are there to make sure the fund is a true emergency resource, there for you when you really, really need it. Okay, I know this looks a little complicated at first, but it's simpler than it seems. Basically, how much you can take out depends on how long you've had your AFORE account. If you've had it for about 3 to 5 years, you get a set amount based on your recent salary. If you've had it for more than 5 years, you can get a larger amount, but it's capped. And that's to make sure your retirement savings are still protected for the long haul. The most important thing is to just check with your AFORE provider to see exactly what you're eligible for. Whew! So we have covered a lot of ground, from high-yield savings all the way to tax-smart investing and even unemployment benefits. Let's pull it all together into a clear, simple action plan for you. All right, so here's your path forward. Step 1, make your savings work for you in a high yield account. Step 2, use that as a foundation to invest smartly, taking full advantage of those tax benefits we talked about. And finally, always know your safety nets, like your A4. This isn't just about following some rules, it's about taking real control of your financial journey.
At the end of the day, the most valuable asset you have isn't just money, it's the knowledge of what to do with it. You've taken a huge step today just by going through this with us. So the real question is, what's your next move going to be?